Hey everyone, thank you so much for clicking on this video. The fact that you are willing to sacrifice a few minutes out of your day to consume my content really does mean the world to me. Acolyte, episode 4. That's what we're talking about today. Of course, if you haven't watched the episode first, please go watch that, then come back. Episode 3, if you watched my video, you will know I thought it was the worst thing Star Wars ever. Like the worst thing related to Star Wars just ever. Worse than the Christmas special, which is crazy, because I've watched that, and that is something to behold. But I think a lot of the people or a lot of other reviewers agreed with me. Like, that was a terrible episode that broke lore, that created plot holes, let alone the peddling that went on. But how did episode 4 fare? Was this an episode that kind of reinstilled hope for me in the series? For those of you who have been watching my reviews of every single episode, you'll know that I found episode 1 to be average, and after episode 2 I was excited for the next episode, and then of course episode 3 destroyed whatever hope I had. Did episode 4 bring some sort of redemption to the show? No, unfortunately not. Like, I'm someone nowadays who is genuinely trying to give the benefit of the doubt to everything I watch. Even if I know it's going to be terrible, like I had a strong feeling this show was going to be terrible, I go in with a positive mindset. Because it's amazing how your mindset actually does play a role in the shows you watch. If you go in saying, I'm not going to enjoy this, guess what? You're not going to enjoy it. So I'll always go in now with the attitude of, the previous episode might have been bad, but I'm going to enjoy this one. And so it started off on the route I wanted it to head off on. I said I wanted to go back to the main timeline. I wanted to go back to the present day. I wanted the story to progress because I am enjoying majority of the characters of the modern day story, and I wanted that to progress. Unfortunately, we got the modern day story, but to sum up episode 4, nothing happens. Like, literally nothing happens until the final 30 seconds, and then the episode ends. And that was truly heartbreaking and disappointing to me. And just as I was about to get excited, they cut the episode and we have to wait for next week. So let's basically break down this episode from beginning to end, figure out what I didn't like, what I did like. Because as I said, the final 30 seconds, I was finally excited. We finally see the villain of the show in action. That's exciting. That is very exciting. And nothing happens. Damn it, nothing happens. So episode 4 actually starts off in a completely confusing way, in my honest opinion. It starts off with Osha, the good twin, talking to the Padawan, who I, for the life of me, don't know the name of, because this character felt so secondary in the first 2 episodes, and now they're trying to establish the fact that Osha had a friendship with her, and I could be wrong, but I don't think they ever shared a scene together, just one-on-one. So this scene where they're saying goodbye to one another really felt so out of left field for me, and it would have made a lot more sense if this one-on-one scene where she's kind of saying goodbye was with her former master, because at least there's a relationship there. But they're obviously trying to portray Osha in a more light-hearted manner. We're trying to see her as this friendly character who makes friends everywhere she goes, and it's not true, because I haven't seen her be particularly friendly to anyone or make any friends. And the fact that I genuinely can't remember her having any scenes with this Padawan, again, correct me if I'm wrong, but it just shows that there isn't actually a friendship there. So this scene comes so out of left field, and I feel like a lot of the episode does that as well. Then we've got to talk about the evil twin, May. What is the point of her? Like, she's not a threat at all. There is a meeting where all of the Jedi are talking about, and they're like, oh, she's a threat, we have to track her down. Is she a threat though? Is she really? Because every fight we've seen her in, she actually gets her ass kicked. And when she's busy fighting against the master, I've gone completely blank in this video, by the way. Sorry, I forget his name. But the guy who played the guy in Squid Games. When she fights against him, she gets her ass kicked as well. Like, let's look at May and her history of fighting the Jedi, right? She only wins the first fight because she attacks an innocent. But if the Jedi had pulled out her lightsaber at the start, the fight would have been done and dusted. Like, they were doing their whole weird, we're not going to use our lightsabers fighting situation, which was weird. Second fight, the dude is meditating, then kills himself. So May didn't win that one either. And then finally, the third fight we see her in, she gets her ass kicked there as well. The Master never pulls out his lightsaber. He just, again, uses hand-to-hand combat, and then she escapes using the sandstorm. She's not a threat. She's never won any fights we've seen her in. And they're trying to build her up as this, oh, she's the murderer of the Jedi. She's done nothing of note whatsoever. So I really can't take it seriously when the show is trying to pitch May as this big evil villain. A positive, though, this is a positive. I love the yellow Jedi robes. Like, it's a good distinction between the two different time periods. It's still classic. We can still see that these are obviously the same Jedi robes. I just love the coloring. I love the yellow robes. I think it looks great. It looks awesome. It looks majestic. It looks powerful, actually. Like, you can see those are robes you can wear to battle. And so I'll give the show props there. Like, the costumes, especially in regards to yellow robes, are great. And I do have to say, across the board, I think the costumes are great. Like, the costumes are genuinely amazing. Back to a negative, and it's frustrating because in my previous review, I was talking about how I was so excited to finally see a Wookiee Jedi. He's dead. They just kill him off screen, nothing. Like, there's no build up to it. And what is interesting is they use this as a way to introduce the villain. And that got me hyped because you did get that sense of dread, like, oh snap, he's here. Like, the villain is here. He is here to take over. He's going to kill everyone. That was a surprise. I wasn't expecting that. And so that's something that the show actually did well. Like, yes, I'm disappointed we didn't see the Wookiee Jedi because he was one of the final four that was still alive and he's killed off screen and there's no progression of his character. So that's disappointing. But the fact that he was killed off screen as if it was just, oh yeah, he can do that. The villain can do that. Like, it's not a big deal to him. He can just kill Jedi. He's that good at it. That got me worried and made me go, ooh, okay, he's someone we've got to be afraid of. He is not May. He is an actual threat. But yes, by the time we see the villain, it's like, it's 30 minutes into the episode. And I just have to say, like, these episodes are only 30 to 35 minutes a piece. They're very, very short. And we're actually halfway through the series right now. Like, we're genuinely halfway through the series. I can't remember any of the characters' names despite watching 4 episodes. It shows how, unfortunately, how uninvested I am after watching 4 episodes. But the episodes are so short, and this episode in particular really dragged. It felt so much longer than 35 minutes. It felt like it was almost an hour long because nothing happens and there's no proper character development. Yes, they try to show us how characters are developing in different ways, but it doesn't feel organic. It doesn't feel earned and it doesn't feel legitimate. I'm a big fan of show don't tell, and the show tried to do that for once. Usually they just go, oh, this person is great because of this, and this is awesome because of this. They tried to show us developments in this episode. It just didn't feel earned. And so now I know I'm being nitpicky there because I'm going extra deep in regards to the fact that, yes, they're finally showing and not telling, but they're doing the bare minimum. Unfortunately, like, again, guys, I really want to enjoy the show. I love Star Wars. I just want Star Wars to be good. I want Star Wars to be good. But yes, guys, 30 minutes and nothing happens. Nothing happens until the final cliffhanger ending where we see the villain, and I'm assuming we call him the Acolyte or the Master of the Acolyte because I believe May's the Acolyte and that's why she doesn't use a weapon because she's supposed to be the weapon. Maybe I just haven't been paying enough attention, but that point has escaped me. But I'm actually excited now. Are we finally going to get a proper, big, awesome lightsaber battle? Because that final sequence where everybody draws their lightsabers got me hyped. It got me hyped and it got me excited. I want to see an awesome lightsaber battle. But what I'm really worried about, and I'm hoping that this isn't the case, is it's just going to try avoid the whole sequence. Like, very often when we have these cliffhanger episodes, the episode either then starts after the entire conflict has happened, or we get another flashback. I just want to see an awesome lightsaber fight. And this ending has set up an awesome lightsaber fight. And to be honest, I want to see some deaths as well. Like, this is the first red lightsaber that many of these Jedi have seen. I think if not all of them, because the first red lightsaber that someone was supposed to see was Darth Maul. They've already broken the canon there, if I'm I'm not mistaken, my Disney Star Wars lore isn't the best, but extended universe wise, Darth Maul was supposed to be the first red lightsaber. So maybe they're doing something different with Disney Plus, or maybe that's a plot hole that they just didn't think of. But yeah, guys, I'm just hoping that the next episode delivers, and that the villain, the Acolyte, if that's what we're calling him, he is a threat. I want him to be a threat, and I want him to kill some people. Maybe not the characters I like, but I do want him to be a threat, and that does require some murders to happen. But guys, thank you so much for watching this video. I really do appreciate it. If you did enjoy it, then please give this video a like. Do not be afraid to subscribe to my YouTube channel, and I hope to see you guys again in the next review. Hey everyone, I just want to take the final 20 seconds of this video to shout out a friend of mine, Pietri, who has been making his own hot sauces. This isn't a sponsored part of the video at all. I just want to shout out a friend who's making a great product. Like, honestly, I have been eating chicken and chip rolls with his hot sauces non-stop for the last few days because it tastes that good. I'm not a hot sauce guy, but I'm really enjoying these sauces, and you can check out the website link in the bio. There are so many flavors to choose from. Guys, seriously, if you enjoy hot sauces, go check it out.